President Duterte, meanwhile, admits the government fell short in handling the Marawi crisis, while City Mayor Majul Gandamra says the siege created distrust among his people. Victor Cosare explains why.
Several months into power, President Rodrigo Duterte repeatedly issued warning against terrorism threats in Mindanao. And while the chief executive was visiting Russia on May 23rd, a crisis broke out in Marawi City. Terrorists from the Islamic State-inspired Maute group laid siege on the city, prompting Duterte to place the entire Mindanao under a 60-day martial law.
That is a painful realization, to be signing something about your country, about the safety of your country, about the safety of the people, and to give the orders outside of the Republic of the Philippines. It probably, I would say that it leaves a dent in my own history when I go out of government services.
The crisis began when authorities tried to capture Abu Sayyaf leader Isnilon Hapilon, the so-called emir of ISIS alliance in Southeast Asia. But the clashes between the government forces and the extremists, initially thought to only last for several days, dragged on for almost 5 months. Maute ISIS insurgents stockpiled ammunitions and firearms and even called in foreign terrorist reinforcement. Nearly 1,000 militants, more than 160 government troopers, and almost 100 civilians were killed, and about 1 million residents were displaced in the longest urban war in the Philippines since World War II. Duterte declared Marawi liberated from terrorists in October 17, 2017, a day after an operation killed terrorist leaders Omar Maute and Isnilon Hapilon.
I hereby declare Marawi City liberated from the terrorist influence that marks the beginning of rehabilitation.
However, the chief executive did not lift the martial law due to the alleged threats posed by surviving Maute group members. Congress has voted to extend the military rule in Mindanao until the end of 2018. In a speech yesterday, the president takes full responsibility for the Marawi siege, admitting that his administration had shortcomings in handling the crisis.
I did not anticipate or even guess that there would be so much ordnance and that the fight would take us about 4 months to finish. And I assume full responsibility to the nation of what's going to happen.
While Marawi City Mayor Majul Gandamra says the crisis negatively impact his people.
Itong nangyari sa Marawi City ay nag-create ho ng isang mistrust, distrust among people at pati yung kawalan ng kumpiyansa sa bawat isa at in fact even towards the government. Kaya po gusto nating ibalik yon na magkaroon ng tiwala, magkaroon ng lakas ng loob na bumangon muli.
Some volunteer teachers in an evacuation center in Marawi are trying to instill to children the negative effects of war to counter terrorism influence.
As the children grow up, their minds is being set for that kind of idea. So as early as they are, as their age, we have to implant to their mind that doing those things is not for them and not good for them because this is what will happen.
Some experts meanwhile believe the Marawi crisis is proof that the Philippines is not safe against the claws of terrorism, a Herculean challenge facing the government and the people. Victor Cosare, UNTV, News and Rescue, Philippines.